Bring it down easy. Left side, left side. Okay, hold it right there. Looks good.
It begins as weight and noise. A 20-ton slab of RHA steel hangs from yellow crane magnets, swaying over stained concrete, 4 inches thick, oxidized, nothing but potential. A plasma cutter head glides into frame, violet arc igniting with a flash. It slices across the rusted surface, molten slag exploding downward, sketching the first outlines of a machine not yet real. Along the edge, steel glows cherry red, then cools to dull gray as an angle grinder erupts in orange sparks, turning jagged brutality into precise geometry. The plates move to the press. 5,000 tons of hydraulic force bend the lower hull armor into shape, cold steel groaning as it yields. Clamps snap shut on a massive fixture. Robots slide into the darkness over the seams, their torches striking blinding white arcs. Welds pool and freeze into neat stacks of dimes, while inside the cramped hull, a human welder adds his own beads, sparks raining off his scarred helmet. The hull rotates in the air on a massive rotator, 15 tons of welded armor slowly turning like a planet. Grit. Blasting strips the hull to a uniform matte gray. A gloved hand wipes a clean path through dust on the roughened surface. Red oxide primer mists across it, then bakes under heat lamps before green. Caulk paint transforms it into something that finally looks like a vehicle. Suspension arms, torsion bars, road wheels, and the rear drive sprocket assemble into a brutal, precise chain. Across the shop, the turret ring is milled, the turret shell hoisted and flipped, spall liners glued inside, the long 120mm smoothbore barrel and breech installed. The turret basket fills with cables and hydraulics. Connectors click. Systems come alive. The turbine engine and transmission join into a single power pack, then slide into the rear of the hull, blocking out the light as they descend. Fuel lines are tightened, gauges flicker, needles dance, tracks are laid on the floor. The tank climbs onto them, a pry bar and sledgehammer forcing the master link home. The track is tensioned, side skirts lowered, ERA tiles bolted on, vision blocks and sights installed. A 50 cal machine gun locks onto the commander's cupola. Smoke grenade launchers fill their tubes. Inside, blast doors hiss as they slide, joysticks and controls find their mounts. The slip ring is fastened so the turret can spin forever without tangling its nerves. The factory doors open. The turbine whines, exhaust boiling the air into a shimmering mirage. Tracks clank over concrete as the tank rolls into sunlight and onto the test range. It charges toward the camera, floats over rough ground while its turret stays rock steady, dives into mud, spins in a pivot turn, slams to a hard stop. At night, in green grainy vision, it crawls through darkness before the main gun fires, an expanding sphere of flame, shockwave rippling the air and dust lifting in a ring. It fords deep water with only the turret above the surface, emerges shedding sheets of muddy spray, glows white-hot in thermal view. In the yard, a row of identical tanks waits in morning mist, barrels raised in perfect alignment. Rain beads on their non-slip armor. A C-17 sits with its ramp down as one tank reverses into the hold, silhouette swallowed by the aircraft's black interior. On the front slope, the commander signs the acceptance form against green steel, paper, pen, and wind over armor and paint. And when all the noise is gone, the last image is quiet. A small metal ID plate riveted to the hull, slightly scratched, dust settling on its engraved text. M1A2 SEP V3 General Dynamics. Proof that raw steel, human hand, and controlled violence of machines have become something that can leave the factory and enter history.
Inside the tank, the hydraulic slip ring is connected. This allows the turret to spin 360 degrees without tangling wires.
Maintain heading 049er, report any anomalies.
Roger that, checking hydraulics now.
Ground alignment complete. Ready for fire mission. Over.
Roger that, Tank 73. Send the round!